hurts because, you know, it's all kind of different situations been going around, you know, as far as immigration. But to see people like disrespected like that, and, you know, federal government just, you know, being too heavy-handed and disrespectful, going to churches and weddings and, you know, grabbing people out of those schools. And, you know, it's like, come on, man, you know, y'all just,
because there's a way to do it, right?
Overdoing it.
Yeah.
Illegal entry is a crime, period. Now, I'm shocked by this one. I mean, come on, Ice Cube. Come on. Come on, Ice Cube. What do you have against Ice? Ice Cube? I mean, they have a part of your name. At least you should celebrate them for that. Ice Cube, listen to me, man. Just hear your brother out, all right? ICE is doing their job. They're holding criminal illegal aliens accountable. And what you should be doing is supporting their efforts and asking the hard questions like, why did the prior administrations support this? Why did Joe Biden let in 15 million criminal illegal aliens? Why were these people allowed to drain American citizens of their resources? Why were these individuals allowed to come into our country and do harm, bring in drugs like fentanyl, cocaine, you name it? How about this? Murder and unalive American citizens. We'll get into that in this episode and expose where Ice Cube goes wrong and he waffles on this issue. Now, I want to pull this video up side by side. And so you're going to hear Ice Cube in this video just give a long rant on the issues that he sees with ICE, but he never points out the problem of criminal illegal aliens coming into America illegally. He gets it wrong, terribly wrong. Take a look at this.
It hurts because, you know, it's all kind of different situations been going around, you know, as far as immigration. But to see people like disrespected like that, and, you know, federal government just, you know, being too heavy-handed and disrespectful, going to churches and weddings and, you know, grabbing people out of those schools. And, you know, it's like, come on, man, you know, y'all just,
because there's a way to do it, right?
Overdoing it, you know, and then the country flip-flops. First it's cool, then it's not, then it's cool, then it's not. You know, it's like, how could somebody even keep up with what's going on? So it's just, it's sad, man. I can't wait till this period is over. You know, man, it's like, I don't know how we're gonna get to the end, but this is just it's crazy to see people dragged out of the spots of refuge, you know.
Now, once it's over, there's gonna be a lot to clean up for the next guy.
Well, yeah, and then like everything is empty. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when you do that to you do that to so-called people who are you know, what they call illegal. And now you get the people who legal don't want to come out because they don't want to deal with your ass either.
Right.
So, you know, everybody's staying home. You know, so
I'm legal and I don't want to come out.
Thank you, because you don't want nobody to come hassle you or even want to look at your license and your shit. You know, it's like,
right? Because now they're just grabbing because of the skin color.
Exactly. So nobody's safe, man. You know, and they don't care who they grab. Really, they don't care who they grab.
They don't.
It's sad.
Elderly, kids, women, children, doesn't matter.
Everybody. You know, it's like they come in and disrespect everybody and want to traumatize people.
100%.
You know, that's part of it too. They want to traumatize the ones that's looking, not just the ones that's being. They just, it's a whole tactic that's been using forever, and it's played out.
All right, I think Ice Cube gets it wrong here. See, illegal entry is a crime, period. Let's put this into its proper context. We're not talking about people who didn't do anything nefarious or wrong. They broke a law. It's a crime. Illegal entry is a crime, Ice Cube. You break into a country, you should face the consequences. That's not traumatizing, my friend. It's law enforcement doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Its job: protect and serve who? American citizens. No other nation on earth lets millions stroll in, drain resources, and then cry oppression when asked to leave. I mean, how does that work? You've been told to leave, but now you can cry oppression? And now we're the bad guys? ICE is the devil and the enemy? It's traumatizing? It's debilitating because you've been asked to leave because you broke a law? Romans 13, verses 1 through 4, really puts all of this in context. You can read it in your spare time. But the essence of those verses is this: that God gives government authority to punish wrongdoers and uphold justice. See, ICE isn't the villain. The border invasion is. That the Obama, Biden, Harris administration supported. Why? Because they wanted cheap votes. These aren't random kidnappings. ICE targets people who are here illegally. That's what they're doing. If you are here illegally, they're coming after you. And hear me, my friends, they should. They should. Give me a logical reason as to why they shouldn't. So they're coming after people who are here illegally or have broken additional laws while in the US. And many of these people have. I mean, if you're going to come in illegally, how about just be a good criminal? That's probably an oxymoronic statement, but yeah, be a good criminal, right? You're here illegally. Don't sell drugs. Don't rape people. Don't murder anyone. Drive on the right side of the street. Assimilate. Do that. I mean, it's simple. The real villain is the Biden-Harris open border machine that's flooded our communities with illegal entrants, drugs, and criminal cartels. Those people are the true enemies. They're the true individuals who have hurt America, not ICE. See, where was the outrage under Biden? For 4 years, Biden dismantled Trump's enforcement policies, opened the gates, and let 15 plus million illegals pour in, with barely a peep from Hollywood, music icons, or activists, or big-time gangster rappers like you, Ice Cube. Now that ICE is doing cleanup, suddenly the same people who stayed silent are crying foul. That's hypocrisy. That's what that is. Hypocrisy is now on full display. You said nothing when we were being invaded, but now that the problem is being rectified, you want to have courage and bravery and speak against it. That's hypocrisy. Safe spots are not a get out of jail card, Ice Cube. A spot of refuge doesn't erase the fact that you broke federal immigration law. If an American hid out after committing a felony, no one would call it sad when they're arrested. You know what they'll do? They will call it justice. Ice Cube, say someone vandalized your business or did harm to someone in your family, and they went and hid after doing so. You know, a fugitive, they're running. What would you call it when they caught them? You would say that law enforcement is the best thing since sliced bread, and they're doing their job. Why? Because an injustice was now rectified and addressed. See, enforcement isn't trauma. It's deterrence. That's what it is. The point of visible raids is to send a message. If you break in, you will be caught and sent back. Simply. Weak enforcement is what fuels the migrant surge and emboldens drug cartels. Hollywood's selective tears are pathetic. Ice Cube talks about people being dragged out, but has nothing to say about American citizens murdered by illegal immigrants, children trafficked across the border, families bankrupted by higher housing and food costs due to the influx of criminal illegal aliens as they drain the coffers in our resources. That's money out of the hands and food out of the mouths of American citizens. That's what that means. If you're only emotional when lawbreakers face consequences, you're not compassionate, you're complicit. We need to hear that in this season. Securing the border is compassion. We're hearing from Hollywood. We're hearing from the athletes. We're hearing from the big executives. We're hearing from the artists. We're hearing from all of the big names. But they're not telling you the truth. They're gaslighting you. True compassion is stopping the dangerous trek where women are, children are exploited, and men die in the desert because Biden's border chaos told them to come. Proverbs 29 verse 4 says, by justice the king gives a country stability, but those who are greedy for bribes tear it down. Americans killed by illegal immigrants. Let's talk about that, since Ice Cube didn't want to bring that up because these people, I guess, don't matter. Laken Riley, age 22, Georgia, nursing student, kidnapped, sexually assaulted, beaten, and murdered by an illegal immigrant from Venezuela with prior arrests. Jocelyn Nungary, age 12, from Texas, strangled and raped by two Venezuelan men who entered illegally and were released despite prior detentions. Maria Pletez, 42, and daughter Dayanara Cortez, 11, New Jersey, killed in a head-on crash by an illegal immigrant drunk driver who had prior DUIs and domestic violence arrests. This is the focus here that we should be keying in on. These Americans would still be alive if U.S. borders were secure and laws enforced. Each killer had illegal statuses and criminal history before the murders. Weak border enforcement directly leads to preventable deaths. God supports borders and order. It's wisdom to know who is in your country and what their intentions are. See, these losses represent something. They represent something. Broken borders and broken lives. Every one of these deaths illustrates a devastating failure in enforcement. Illegal entries, prior arrest, or detentions with no consequences led to real human tragedy. God's design includes order and boundaries. Scripture emphasizes the wisdom of order and knowing who belongs where. When a stranger resides within your land, you shall not do him wrong. Exodus 22, verse 21 says. Hebrews 13, verse 17 says, obey your leaders and submit to them, for they are keeping watch over your souls. See, accountability is compassion in disguise. Doesn't always feel like it, doesn't always look like it, but it is. True compassion isn't softness, it's protection. Failing to enforce laws doesn't show mercy, it endangers everyone. This is what Ice Cube and his ilk have constantly overlooked as they took the position of hypocrisy while feigning to be compassionate. They're overlooking the numerous people who have been impacted by weak immigration laws and weak border laws. Let me know what you think below in the comment section. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I weak or am I strong? God bless you, my friends, and God bless America. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.